Welcome aboard to the School of Architecture and Planning, KIIT University, and be a part of its rich diversity, creativity, and scholarship. Incorporated as a deemed to be university in 2004, within a short span of 19 years, KIIT has 30 world-class campuses, 3,000 plus faculty, 40,000 plus students from more than 60 countries, and 18 world-class sport complexes with swimming pools spread across 36 square kilometers of land. KIIT University has been recognized by Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, as one of the premier 8 institutes of India to be declared as an institute of eminence. It is already accredited by NAAC of UGC in A++ grade, that is the highest CGPA among self-financing universities, and also by NBA, underlining the excellence the university has brought about in the field of education. KIIT has achieved important recognitions like Times Higher Education ranking in 3 categories: QS Bricks ranking, IET accreditation UK, and all the accreditation of different statutory bodies of Government of India, besides NIRF ranking of MHRD. The mission to educate future designers, to shape collaborations, synthesize complexity, and catalyze transformation for public good and foster research in all scales of the built environment, local, regional, and environmental. With a strong foundation of multidisciplinary skills, the students emerge as built environment consultants par excellence. The school offers bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs in architecture. Approved by the Council of Architecture, it has 40 seats in BArch since 2014, 20 seats in MArch Urban Design since 2022, and 20 seats in MDes Interior Design starting in 2024, and a PhD program since the year 2022. Inherit the legacy. The school has a rich tradition of innovating integration of technologies, existing and emergent, embracing sustainable and climate adaptive design practices, and fostering creative and collaborative research environment. GHRDC has ranked it among the top 5 architecture colleges of India. It has several accolades in ranking by eminent ranking organizations like Outlook iCare. In 2021, in a survey amongst the architecture colleges of India, it was 9th in the country. In 2023, it was placed 14th among top emerging colleges of India. India Today magazine, another eminent college ranking platform, ranked it 2nd in the country for best placement record and among top 10 emerging architecture colleges of India. The school has several program educational objectives. Stepping beyond traditional learning, the school emphasizes on hands-on experiences. Its curriculum integrates practical life projects and challenges, enabling students to address the transformational needs. The program educational objectives and mission of the school are in alignment with the university PEOs. From site visits to collaborative design build projects, students graduate with a deeper understanding of the multidimensional problems and their creative solutions. You will be at your creative best. Experience a curriculum tailored to nurture individual talents and aspirations. The program emphasizes on developing students to dwell into their specific areas of interest. The school fosters an open environment of divergent thinking to unlock revolutionary ideas. The student inculcates original skills of imagineering to match their career goals and objectives. The minimum eligibility for the B.Arch program is 60% marks with maths, physics and chemistry at the 10+2 level. They need to have a valid NATA score as prescribed by the Council of Architecture. The B.Arch program provides an analytical foundation from which you will explore innovation through functional, cultural, environmental and social conscious design. It is taught from a broad range of perspectives from buildings to cities and metropolitan regions. We have a rich diversity of students coming from West Bengal, Jharkhand, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Northeast and Odisha. Embrace diversity in our inclusive learning community. School of Architecture and Planning is committed to fostering an environment that encourages collaboration and cross-cultural understanding, preparing students for the global nature of architecture and planning professions. The Master of Architecture in Urban Design is a 2-year full-time course of 4 semesters with 20 seats and is recognized by the Council of Architecture India. The selection process is through KIIT entrance exam or a valid GATE score. This postgraduate program equips you to be an expert and visionary in shaping vibrant and sustainable urban space. It dwells into the design and development of cities, and by the end of the program, the student develops expertise in designing urban areas from building clusters and public spaces to entire districts. PhD program has started since the year 2022 to sharpen the innovation skills. The research horizon includes areas like sustainable development, climate change, urban design and planning, solid waste management, product design, disaster mitigation, housing, conservation, construction, urban resilience and governance, urban infrastructure planning, green architecture, and built environment. First 2 years in B.Arch program are foundation courses with introduction to broad areas like design, construction, history, humanities and built services, etc. The teaching of architecture primarily occurs in the studio, which is the laboratory where students synthesize design concepts. The undergraduate studio sequence begins with instructions in design fundamentals. The last 3 years have design projects of increasing complexity. Along with studio-based learning and skill enhancement courses, research is an integral part of the curriculum. It ends in the 10th semester with a thesis dissertation, which is a culmination of the application of all the knowledge gained in the 5 years. The period of study provided by School of Architecture and Planning is much higher than the minimum norms suggested by Council of Architecture. Besides the prescribed courses of COA, it has innovative courses like SE Asian and Vernacular Architecture, Forms and Elements of Architecture, Earthquake Resistant Architecture, Industrial Architecture, Architectural Journalism, Specialty Building Design, etc. It empowers the students with the latest technology and practical exposure to cope with the requirement of the industry. Each of the 5 years has a course coordinator who coordinates the teaching and assessment for course. This is to give a personalized touch to each and every student of the school. The scheme of assessment gives emphasis to the continuous learning process and activity-based learning. There is a midterm and end-term assessment of theory subjects with quizzes and project activities. The sessional subjects are broken into assignments and time tests. Bring out your individuality with a personalized learning program where the mentors build trust in the students to support them in the growth, advise them, and ultimately transform them into a confident individual with a one-to-one mentorship in a daily level. They bring out the all-round development of the student, academic as well as social and emotional. Each member handles a small group of students and they ensure an appropriate classroom environment and broaden the curriculum participation. There is a one-to-one reporting of the mentors with the director of the school so that he has a complete picture of each and every student. Every second Saturday of the month is assigned for a tutor-mentor session where students discuss the good and the problem areas with their respective mentors in group and individually. The academic curriculum is made globally relevant with the current practices by a group of eminent academicians and professional architects who are the best in the field. Innovative pedagogy is employed to bring out the best in the students like design reviews, time problems, live project participation, industry visits, lecture series by master architects, group and individual presentations, experimental methodology like Zynga Studio, Bamboo Studio, etc. The school has an effective technology integration process. By embracing advanced forms of technology, it prepares the students to excel in a rapidly evolving industry. Explore, stimulate, and solve the real-life challenges with access to state-of-art labs and instruments. There are several competence-building activities given to the students which involve soft skills like communication, fine arts, filmmaking, leadership, and social mobilization. It also includes software and ICT like Revit software, parametric software like Rhino, green building certification, and presentation tools. To keep up to date with the recent advances in technology, many new courses have been added, which makes the syllabus unique. The school is spread over 3 floors with studios and classrooms, interspersed with facility and faculty rooms so that there is easy accessibility between teachers and students. All of these is centered around an amphitheater, which is the Student Activity Center. The spaces provided for the studios and classrooms are much higher than the minimum norms suggested by the Council of Architecture. The hands-on experience is gained by various workshops like model making workshop, which has CNC cutter, laser cutter, and 3D cutter. There is climatology lab with a weather station and modern equipments to measure temperature, humidity, wind speed so that building simulation can be carried out. There is a survey lab with theodolite and survey equipments and a concrete lab with concrete mixer and concrete strength testing equipments. There are construction yards and carpentry labs. Besides the central library, there is a school library within the school. There are a total of 2083 books with an incremental addition of 20% books every year. Besides, there are 14 e-journal database and 9 international journals and 149 national journals which are subscribed. The students stay at the forefront of technology with these state-of-art laboratories. The experiments being carried out in these laboratories are above the requirements specified by the Council of Architecture, which cements the theoretical knowledge with practicals. Gain a global perspective on architecture through international exchange programs, collaborative projects, and exposure to diverse cultural influences. Our commitment to providing a global outlook prepares students to navigate the challenges and seize opportunities in a connected world. A tripartite MOU with Texas Tech University, USA, Page University, Hungary, and the KIIT University had a summer workshop at Seville, Spain on salutogenesis in the year 2018. There are several Study in India programs wherein students came from Grand Valley State University, USA, Karadeniz Technical University, Turkey, and St. Mary's College of Maryland, USA. The Page Summer School in 2023 happened in Page, Hungary for 2 weeks, and there was an exposure into traditional European architecture. There were students from 10 to 12 countries, and it was a great experience to exchange ideas and thoughts on heritage, value, and culture. The school has a MOU with Cambridge University for academic and student exchange. The French Embassy in 2019 brought the Strasbourg University, France, and Karlsruhe Institute of Technology, Germany, to study the heritage conservation in the smart city of Bhubaneswar, together with our students. The workshop on urban cultural heritage and smart cities from past to future was from 7th to 12th November 2019. With these alliances, there are a lot of visits from French artists, architects, and planners enlightening the students on the recent trends and practices the world over. Several international students from the Czech Republic come to receive an orientation talk on Odisha culture, heritage, and architecture. They have hands-on workshops to craft beautiful objects in clay and pottery too. Several visits from industry experts like Professor David Stein from Bhubaneswar Urban Knowledge Center is an eye-opening session for the new ideas and concepts they introduce. There are several industry collaborations too, like the one with St. Guben, wherein our faculty received a session for Open Academy for Glass in Architecture. Industry collaborations with cement giants like Dalmia Cement for establishment of a concrete museum. COVID brought with it fresh challenges to continue education in an online mode. The school geared itself up, and there was not even a day's gap in continuing with the education, teaching, and learning, even when the students reached home after the government declared a pandemic emergency. There were online PPTs with case studies of precedents or real life examples, on table work like design discussions, concept development, ideation, model making, and drawing, or software skill development and digital sketching. The starting and ending was done with discussions rather than jumping to presentations at the very start. The students were let to toggle between different platforms such as listening lecture through laptop, watching a video in mobile, and drawing in sketchbook. Teaching sessional subjects was a challenge, but our teachers improvised to give individual attention in spite of the challenge. The faculty devised various ways to keep the students engaged, from board work to classroom discussion. There were live demonstrations of freehand sketching and model making with the help of multiple devices. Students were encouraged to do their practical subjects at home itself, like anthropometry of the kitchen. The students showed their models as they were making it at home. Here, a demo rig can be seen assembled by faculty to explain furniture placement in real time. Construction technology and stability explained by using day-to-day objects like erasers substituting for the stone. The jury to judge was also online by students putting up their sheets on concept boards. Academically accomplished faculty with distinct industry recognition from across the breadth of the field draw a seamless balance between theory and practice. This diverse team of experienced faculty brings a wealth of knowledge, industry experience, and perspectives to the classroom. Benefit from their expertise and research experience in the domain of urban design, planning, conservation, sustainability, housing, building science, and building services, and get enriched by real-world insights. classroom knowledge, professional exposure, and live project exposure make our students develop multifaceted skills to make them industry ready and get selected for campus placement in eminent corporate and government bodies like Tesco, Jindal Steelworks, Shapoorji Pallonji, Creative Group, Pinnacle Infotech Solutions, Odisha Bridge, and Construction Corporation, Ultratech Cement, Samsung Heavy Industries, Asahi India Glass, Nest in Tata Steel, and Tata Consulting Engineers. Our alumni are currently well placed and pursuing the masters from reputed colleges like Bauhaus Germany, Polymy Milan, University of Buffalo USA, Architectural Association UK, University of Manchester, and University of Catalonia, Barcelona, etc. For a successful career through our robust placement program, benefit from strong industry connections and partnerships that facilitate internships, workshops, and networking opportunities. Our graduates are sought after by leading firms, ensuring a smooth transition from academia to professional world. Build value from master insights. Immerse yourself in a learning environment enriched by guest lecturers delivered by renowned architects. These experts share their experiences, challenges, and successes, providing invaluable perspectives that complement your academic curriculum. Benefit from mentorship programs that pair you with seasoned architects who bring a wealth of experience to the table. Gain insights into the profession, receive personalized guidance, and cultivate relationships that can shape your career trajectory. Engage in inclusive events, workshops, and seminars where students interact with established architects. The school actively facilitates networking opportunities, allowing you to build valuable connections that extend through your academic journey and beyond. Gain a global perspective on architecture through international exchange programs, collaborative projects, and exposure to diverse cultural influences. Our commitment to providing a global outlook prepares students to navigate the challenges and seize opportunities in a connected world. The school provides many educational architectural tours in India and abroad to create a sense of global understanding of the built environment and global trends in architecture, education, and industry. Experience the profession firsthand through site visits and collaborative projects facilitated by our connections with professional architects. These experiences offer a practical understanding of architectural processes and expose you to the challenges and rewards of real-world projects. The curriculum focuses on many on-site experiences, from foundations to roof castings and interior finishes, making it easier for students to relate to real-life opportunities, market trends, and challenges. Engine your innovation with high quality research and publications by faculties. Faculties have several accolades like Green Champion Award. There are patents like BioBrick. There are several life projects and consultancy by the school, like landscape design for Regional Science Center, Bhubaneswar under the Government of Odisha. Vulnerability assessment of urban flooding in Nayapalli, Bhubaneswar with GIZ and Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation. Study recommendations for the vernacular weavers settlements at Sambalpur and Bargarh with INTAC New Delhi. Spatial development for Gram Panchayats by Ministry of Panchayati Raj and heritage bylaws for National Monument Authority. The documentation of the Weaver village at Bargarh for INTAC by students and faculty. Spatial development of Gram Panchayats for Ministry of Panchayati Raj. The KIIT Knowledge Tower. The KISS school in various districts of Odisha. The KIIT Convention Center. More school design guidelines preparation. The School of Architecture and Planning is committed to fostering an environment that encourages all-around development of the students, such as physical, intellectual, emotional, and social, thus preparing them for the leadership and change agent roles which is required of architecture and planning professions. paves the way forward for the school. We collaborate in academic areas, consultancy training, research, and social outreach. Our vision is to have an integrated school of design, infrastructure, and planning. In this way, we plan to add master's courses in design related subjects and planning and infrastructure. Thus, our motto is excellence is not a skill, but an attitude we wear in each and every field we venture into.